Did you know that you can do a hair transplant for your eyebrows too? Hi, I'm Dr. Angeline Yong, board-certified dermatologist and hair transplant surgeon. In this video, we will be talking more about how to achieve fuller, more natural-looking eyebrows by using a hair transplantation technique. So while FUE is most popularized for restoring areas of loss over your scalp, such as that from androgenetic alopecia or male and female pattern hair loss, it can also be suitably used to restore certain areas such as the beard in certain men who seek a fuller beard, and also in male and female patients who would like to achieve a fuller, thicker brow. So this FUE process involves selecting a suitable donor area taken from the back of the scalp. So from the occipital area, you can shave down a select area and then individually select or harvest suitable hairs to be used for your eyebrow restoration. Do remember that eyebrow hairs are usually individual follicular units, so they're usually single head. So with FUE, you can select the right texture and the right strand to match the eyebrow transplant. Who makes a good candidate for FUE eyebrow transplant? Basically, almost anybody who desires to have fuller, thicker eyebrows in this area to restore perhaps thinning caused by aging, over-plucking, or basically maybe naturally having a low density of eyebrow hairs to begin with. This can also be very helpful for patients who have previous scars from surgical procedures or maybe from a previous burn. Now do note that there's a caveat to this, which means that if there's active autoimmune process affecting the eyebrows such as that of alopecia areata or active inflammation like that of lichen planopilaris, and they may not survive or take well if it's being transplanted during an active phase of the disease. However, it is important to have a consultation with a suitable dermatologist who can perform the procedure to determine if this is the right process or procedure to undertake for yourself. So why choose FUE hair transplantation over other techniques to improve the density over the brow, such as drawing them with a pencil liner? You can also go for eyebrow embroideries or tattooing to actually improve the density or the appearance of fullness in the eyebrow area. But of course, FUE hair transplantation can give you more natural looking results with a more three-dimensional look as well. Now let me walk you through what to expect for FUE hair transplant. FUE hair transplant is more specialized in the sense that it's a smaller, shorter day duration procedure given the number of grafts required is smaller. Usually a large hair transplantation procedure on the scalp can take many hours to complete, and this will be significantly shorter when you undergo eyebrow transplant. Second, we also tend to harvest smaller, finer grafts because the eyebrow hairs are usually single head units. This is so that we will have a better match to your existing eyebrow hairs. Now, what to expect post-eyebrow hair transplantation is not vastly different from what you'll be told to expect after a scalp hair restoration. For the first 1 week, to be careful with looking after transplanted grafts to make sure that they take, and also preventing infection is the first critical initial phase of recovery. After that, 2nd to 4th month, you might experience also the transplanted hairs falling out. This usual effluvium phase is typical of a hair transplantation, so do not worry that your grafts are dying and do not take, and subsequently a new hair cycle will kickstart from the hair bulb and the hair root as well. The only key difference here to note is that it's on a very visible part of your face. So it's actually on the brow and it's front facing. So sometimes this fluctuation can be more difficult to camouflage than if you're doing a mid-scalp transplant. Another key point to note is that because you're going to take your donor hairs from your occipital scalp or from your scalp, don't forget that transplanted hairs always retain their original donor characteristics, which means that if it's scalp hair, it's going to grow at the rate of scalp hair. So sometimes this means that the transplanted hairs that are mixed in will grow faster than your pre-existing eyebrow hairs, and this means that you might have to trim the hairs more regularly than you currently do. Of course, like with any other dermatological procedure or surgery, FUE hair transplantation carries similar types of risks. There can be that of cutaneous infection, and you can develop sometimes bacterial infection, and this will present as crusting and persistent redness and swelling. There can also be scarring if done inappropriately, so it's always important to choose an experienced practitioner and do this in a very clean, sterile environment to ensure that these risks are kept minimum. And like all hair restoration procedures, FUE eyebrow transplant will take time to show its results and will take time to take root. So if you like this content, don't forget to like, share, and click the subscribe button for more up-to-date dermatological content.